So this is Beastro. Originally, I was actually going to... Why is my head looking that way? Hold on. I gotta fix something, hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, as I was saying, this was a game I was originally going to check out back in December, since that's when they put out their demo. But what happened was, I guess they took down the demo temporarily to like fix it up a little bit for Next Fest. But luckily this time I have it downloaded. I don't know if they did that again or not, but let's take a look at it. This is definitely one of those, like, I'm expecting something a little bit Stardew-esque. Oh good, you're awake. Come on. Chapter 1, Shifting Ground. Until I regained my strength, I thought I would spend some time here and heal. You can stay as long as you need, but we have work to do. Work? Are you not worried about the remnant? What do you want me to do? I'm a chef, not a caretaker. I'm sure they'll get it locked soon. This is what they've been preparing for. Right. Do you think they expect me to be out there? Everyone assumes you're dead. Until last night, no one has seen you since. Well, aren't you too young to know about that? The wiping out of an entire flavor? Chef, remember? Not having spicy around is pretty obvious. You did what you had to do to save everyone else. Besides, if you go back out there, I don't think you're coming back. Just come with me. We'll run through the chores, and then we can meet up with Travers and open the restaurant. Give it a day or two. We'll get you ready to battle. Caw, caw, caw. The Delishkins are up. Time to get going. Yeah, I'm expecting this to be very Stardew-esque. I mean, it's what, you know, what the labels say on the Steam page. Let's see how everyone is doing this morning. So we got a little bit of gardening. Let's put some rice in. Alright, mixed veggies. Leafy blend of greens and veggies. They pack a healthy punch. Attack plus heal, level 1. Okay. Alright. Delishkin's favorite treat and great way to catch fish. Of course there's gonna be fishing. You can't have a game like this without a little bit of fishing. These are less roosters and more dinosaurs. Less bird, more dino. I kind of like that. Very good design. Let's see. Gotta feed them. The sustainable protein provided by the Delishkins. New day, new legs. Oh, wait, how do I feed you? Leaves. There's no jump button, by the way. Oh, I could just toss him, okay. Here. Eat up. What'd you do? Egg. A versatile umami ingredient used in dishes across Solido. I'm surprised they don't just eat the grubs right off the ground. I guess you just have to throw it at them. They must be prepared in a ball, they like it that way. What do we have over here? Getting my steps in. I'm glad that, like, our character is pretty fast. I think that was, like, one issue I had with, like, Stardew, was, like, it felt very slow. Me like speed. I need speed. And yeah, you could drink the coffee, but, like, it took a while to actually, you know, get the coffee. Otherwise, you had to buy it and it was too expensive. Who are you? Sorry, chef, I'm not quite ready to open. Please come back in a bit and I'd be happy to show you my wares. It did say that it only showed like a few days in this demo, so... Why hello there, Ponko. You seem to be moving about quite speedily this morning. Yeah, you're up early, right, Tark? Of course. Just this morning I woke as the warming sensation of the sun's beams drew a blanket across my face. The Solido sun rises so gently, doesn't it? Okay, but did you hear anything recently? I heard the sounds of hungry Delishkins. They're not ones to wait for their grubs. But nothing out of the ordinary, like an explosion? I cannot say that I did. Once I reach the point of slumber, I give myself fully over to it. Did you know deep sleep is when your body heals? That's how I managed to stay so young these past 200 years! You really should take care of yourself when you're young, Ponko. Yeah, okay, I best be off. See you around. Remember to take a breath, just like these pages. You've got to open yourself up to the moment and not stay so closed up all the time. Okay, bye. 200 years. That is one old ram. Yeah, ram. Oh, this doesn't look ominous. What the heck is this? Every remnant has a hearth lock like this one. As long as my flame is burning in there, it remains locked. If the flame is extinguished, which can only be done with a hearth key, the remnant will open. And you're not going to even tell me what it is? Okay. Just how to open it? I'm guessing that leads... Yeah. The story-related stuff. Basically the mystery of, like... Well, I don't know, because, like, these purple crystals are everywhere and everyone's just kind of okay with it, so I'm guessing it's just a natural occurrence. Suspiciously stare-shaped. Yeah, I vibe with this. I don't usually vibe with, like, these kind of games often, but when they do, I mean, hey, I won't complain. It's just that there's so many of them out there, but this one seems pretty neat so far. Peek leak. Locals don't love being spooked by the eyes peeking out from the ground. Feed cow leaves. Oh, okay. Got distracted. Oh. There you go. I can't pet you. That's a shame. Talk to the merchant. Morning, Ponko. I've got Traverse's delivery order ready for today. I haven't seen him yet, so do you mind taking it to the restaurant? It's a great mix of staples. I even took a nibble to test the quality, and my stomach has been rumbling ever since. Thanks, OSO. I'll get this to him so we can prep for the day. Neat. Good morning. How's the catch today? Fantastic. There are a few pockets of fish out there today. You should gather up some grub and try your luck at the pier. I'd love to see some fish on the menu soon. I am wondering. I mean, I've been wondering this with like some of the other demos I've done this year. Which is to say that I'm wondering how many of them have implemented a way to continue from where you left off in the demo. Seashell. Lovely day today. Alright, okay. You're asking for a day fish and a night fish, got it. I can't just fish anywhere, I have to fish at the specific spot. Okay, hold space to cast, rotate. Is this gonna be like the Stardew style? I missed. I see. Nice, on! Okay, no. The minigame portion is just getting it into the ring. That's it. You missed. That's an interesting approach. At least it doesn't waste my bait when I fail. That I can appreciate. Okay, but I need to come back during the night to get a hoop fish. Got it. Hey Travers, I've got the delivery from Orso. It's not usually this, charred, right? Travers? Travers! Don't think he's here. He's here. He's always here. We were supposed to cook mushrooms today. He loves mushrooms. You still have mushrooms in Palo Pori? Everything seems so different now. Well, no. He lives outside the wall and brings them back. Outside the wall? The wall that's protecting all of you from, the wilds and the monsters. It's never mattered before. He's always here and when you show up. And now he's not. And this place, well, look at it. I have to find him. Are you just going to leave things like this? I'll deal with that later. I gotta talk to Bull. Let's see, nothing in the fridge I need to practice cooking. Let's stick with our classic Palapori dishes for today's service. Once we get the hang of things, we can try to come up with a new recipe. So you can create new recipes, it looks like, or they're hinting towards that. Bull! Hey, have you seen Travers today? Can't say that I have, but he never enters through this door. I've been guarding this spot ever since my little pads could fit that lock bar. Not a soul has ever entered through this door. Yep, no one has come through that door. Anko, who is this? Oh, she's... Flambe. Great to meet you, Palaporian. You'll find my signature in the guest log throughout all of history, though it's been a while since I was last here. Wait, really? Oh, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I just assumed you were dead. I almost was. Anko found me last night and is helping me regain my strength. I apologize for sneaking in, but things got a bit dire when the remnant opened up in the marshlands. You're safe here, Flambe. We built this wall to protect us from everything out there. Unlocked remnant or not, this door is staying shut, and my friends are going to be protected. I can keep an eye on things from here. I hope so. And seeing as we have you, the actual guardian of Solido, here in town, I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah, right. I'm sure I'll heal up quick too. Exactly. And in the meantime, traditions are traditions, and you will need to sign the guest log. I'll make sure to do so today. Wonderful, Ponko. Should I be worried about Travers? I'm not sure. I'm going to check his secret entrance. Huh? I'll let you know if he comes this way. I'll keep things locked down as always. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to waste that. I haven't checked out the inventory, so here's everything we got. Here's the quests. The town map. Restaurant. It's a fairly big place. Gate. Garden. I mean, the map makes it look like a big place, but it's pretty, like, you know, condensed. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing with this one. So far. I'm not sure how I feel about it kind of like throwing us in the middle of everything. I like a little bit of build up, but it just kind of like they just showed up and exposition, a little bit of exposition along the way as you learn the game. I'm sure they'll probably add a little bit of build up in the intro when this game fully releases. It's a personal preference. I mean, some people like it just, you know, to jump right into the game and then just learn the plot along the way. But this kind of feels like it needs the plot, or like, you know, lay everything out and then get to the game. Why I gotta go all the way over there? Whoops. Like I said, I'm very glad that this character is very fast. I also wasn't a big fan of, like, the stamina system in Stardew either. Oh, this thing. This is how Travers usually comes into town, but when he left, I stacked those rocks on top and now they're here. Why do you stack the rocks? Travers says it's so we know if the boulder has moved. He must have come back at some point and then left again. That must be why the kitchen is a mess. He's probably getting stuff to fix it and was in a rush. You want to go out there and see if we can find him? I'm not made for that. Palapori is a town of artisans. We were left behind because we are not built for fighting. I'll probably just die. So what do you want to do? The town still needs to eat and I need to think, so I guess we just get on with it and I'll figure something out. What about the broken oven? Let's see if Thea has some parts. Why, hello, Chef. What can I help you with? You haven't seen Travers today, have you? Not today. But I don't usually see him until the evenings. Is something wrong? I'm not sure if something is wrong, but things definitely aren't right. The restaurant is in shambles, and Travers is nowhere to be found. Think maybe it caught on fire? The oven is broken and everything is a bit burnt. That is concerning. Well, I don't have any oven bits at the moment, but I have been dabbling with the idea of expanding my wares. I would no longer be constrained by the whims of the wilds and what washes ashore. I can smith the objects of my own imagination, and maybe even yours, if you happen to find some inspiration. Yes, I think I can fix the oven, but I need some iron ore, and I just don't have any right now. But there's no ore in Palapori. That could be a problem. Well, I'll try to sort an alternative solution. But if for some reason you can get some ore, I'll have the plan unlocked in my shop. And as much as I like the ore, Travers will show up soon. Wait, I misread that. I've been misreading stuff here and there. Whoops. Yeah, he'll probably still getting some mushrooms. It still doesn't usually take this long, but that's likely it. Exactly, and the oven could have had an ember still in it that exploded or sent smoke everywhere. Yeah, you're right. We just have to get on with the day. What do you want to do? We should go clean things up. We've never missed a service, and even with a broken oven, we still have folks to feed. That's right. We are going to prepare salads. Okay. Fix that up. Basic bookshelf. Oh, you could change the layout or like the decoration of this place too, I guess. At least that's what it's kind of implying. Or more specifically, this spot. Oh, and this. Just little bits and pieces. But not the whole thing. What shall we put on the menu? That's today's special, but we don't have what we need for that. I think the rice bowl would be a good idea. Use the menu on the counter. A lot of these character models look pretty good. I like the art style of this as well. Oh, we're gonna have cooking mini games. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no! Oh no! It's getting burnt! Good. Good. Chop the ingredients at the right time. Amazing. Aim for the flaming pots. There we go. It takes a little bit. It's a little... like it... I don't know. Oops. Good. Just imagining the customers just like watching me do all this, and it's just like, what the heck? I just ordered a salad and this guy's playing frickin' basketball in his kitchen. Let's see, you want this. And there's a timer on the food too, so that way it doesn't, you have to be very quick to serve, otherwise it gets cold and no one wants cold salad. Or warm salad. Oh, so this is what smells so good. Did I take a seat anywhere? What are you? Like a weird bush person. Quiet, Tom. We'll get something in you soon. It smells amazing in here. Not like home, but whatever you're cooking seems great. Who are you? Oh, right. You don't get many outsiders here. We've never gotten an outsider here. Well, I guess until last night. I'm Oshi. Inumami Denison. Making sure I'm reading this right. One of their caretakers. I left our haven back in Portobello to fight the monsters near and protect the umami spirits of the marshlands. So what brought you here to Palapori? I was out in the marshlands and needed a break. I saw your big gate and remembered that there was supposed to be a town just on the other side. That lovely guard let me in when I told her I needed a snack. She said this restaurant had the best food in all of Solido. I could use some nourishment before I head back out into the wilds. You're going back out there? Of course. I believe there are some spinoots native to the region nearby. I need to make sure they're okay. And if I take down a monster or two, that will keep them and the spirits safe. Seems like a good plan. I think I can help you out. Any requests? I saw some delishkins on the way over here. I would love an egg in my meal. I also like some flavors more than others. I always feel more energized if my meal matches my palate. I can figure something out. Oshi has asked for a meal to help him prepare for his venture. As chef, you will assemble that meal for him. The recipe base and ingredients you use will add to his deck of cards and provide the abilities he'll have for his venture in the wilds. You'll select a recipe base as a foundation of the meal. Recipe bases have their own fixed placement on the board, flavor profile, and set of cards associated with them, starting by selecting the rice bowl. Great! Now that you have a recipe base, it's time to add ingredients to make it your own. Select an empty square on the Miss on Place board to open the ingredients list. Okay. This is the ingredient list, where you can select an ingredient from your inventory to place on the board. Here you can learn all about the ingredient you have selected. Each ingredient has a flavor type, flavor weight, and card value. Some even have special effects. Every ingredient you put in your meal adds a card to your deck. Try selecting a Muami Delishkin egg and place it next to the mixed veggies. Egg. A versatile egg, okay, yeah. I can rotate it. Spoon! Okay. Great, now that you've placed an ingredient, you can see how it affects the flavor profile here. The caretaker's palette shows the amount of each flavor they want in their meal, indicated by a target range. For each flavor within its target range, the caretaker will gain a bonus +5 stamina for their venture. This is also where an ingredient's flavor weight comes into play. The stronger the weight, the more it will increase that flavor in the meal. Keep an eye on the flavor palette to see how much an ingredient changes the flavor profile. Above the flavor palette is the caretaker's specific craving. Oshi wants a Delishkin egg, which you've already given him, so he now has a gold star. Well done. Fulfilling a caretaker's craving will help you build your relationship with them. A good relationship will unlock perks to help in combat. Place one more ingredient for this meal. Select another empty square to open the ingredients list. Give Oshi a sour card by selecting a cow milk and placing it next to the Delishkin egg. Milk. This is the flavor wheel. It shows the relationship between all flavors in our world. Some flavors enhance one another, increasing their weight, while others balance one another, decreasing their weight. The umami delicious egg balances the bitter mixed veggies, while the sour cow milk enhances the umami delicious egg. Flavor relationship goes both ways. For example, sour enhances umami, and umami enhances sour. These relationships affect the overall flavor profile of the meal. Maybe you need to lower your bitter flavor profile to match the target range? Try placing a bitter ingredient next to the umami ingredient to lower both of their weight. This is the Caretaker's deck. This deck will be used in combat and is assembled from the choices you made for your recipe base and ingredients, but we'll dive more into this later. Great, let's serve Oshi this delicious meal. This is a lot. It's a pretty intricate system, but like, ooh, it's a lot to digest. You will not be able to make any changes to the board and will not be able to cancel the serving process. Okay. I do like this character's design. It's very, very cute. That was quite delicious. I just need a moment to digest. I'll head back out to the WADs once you close. Ready to close the restaurant for the evening? Yes. You're not going to believe what happened. Like, I knew I felt weird after your cooking, but I didn't know how weird. Okay. It's a good thing, I think. Well, I don't know, but it's a thing. So what happened? I have to show you. I put something together with the help of Thea and Gia. Meet me at the tea house when you're ready. Over here. Isn't this amazing? We built a puppet theater. I mean, is pretty fun. Who's in there? We'll talk about that later. I need to show you what happened today in the wilds. I want to hear all about it. Are you gonna play me like a little puppet show to describe your adventure? Okay, here goes. So I went back into the marshlands, just as I had planned, but my stomach was dancing and twisting. I wasn't sick, but something was off. I did my best to ignore the rumbles. Okay. This is unexpected. I mean, they hinted towards, like, fights and whatnot. So I guess... I guess this is how it's gonna play out. Interesting. I was kind of curious. I'm like, wait, do we not just play the chef? And I guess, like, yeah, no, this part of the game is kind of interesting. It only took a few steps before I realized my tracks were not alone. Something had trudged through this mud before me. Something I have never seen or read about. And when I looked up to see what was ahead, a plant approached me. I reached out, but it did not seem friendly. My stomach lurched as the rumble grew stronger. Then I could feel it. The flavor magic was within me, giving me power. So I listened to my stomach. And suddenly, I had channeled the magic of the flavor spirits to fight off this little-toothed planter. Welcome to combat. The meal you cooked for your caretaker has set them up for their battle, influencing their cards, stamina, and abilities. Your goal is to defeat monsters and earn new ingredients to help the caretakers venture farther into the wilds. Beastro's combat takes place over a number of rounds. Each round, the monster will play its card first. The monster's card will set the flavor type of the round, also known as leading the trick in card games. Your goal is to match the monster's flavor and outscore them. We'll go over this in more detail now. This minion means business. It played an Umami 2 card. The key pieces of information on the card are the value, indicated by the number at the bottom, the flavor, indicated by the color of the card, and the symbol on the bottom left. The ingredient rewarded as loot if won is shown by the icon in the middle. And in the balancing flavors icon is shown in the top right, which we will learn more about later. Now that the monster has set the flavor for the round, let's see what we can do about it. As mentioned before, the main goal is to match the flavor played with a higher value number. Playing a card with the incorrect flavor will result in an automatic loss. There is one exception to this rule, which we will explore later. Taking a look at your hand, you have just the thing for this minion, an Umami 4. Select the Umami 4 from your hand and place it on the staging area. There we go. That should do it. Now that you've selected a card, a few pieces of information on screen will tell you how the round will play out. Since you are winning the trick, the monster will show a shield on their card, indicating they are blocking. The monster card also lowered in height, showing that your card is winning. That brings us to the card comparison for damage. Okay, so it just... any like leftover numbers is just gonna carry over. Got it. Oshi's base attack value of +3, indicated by the number on the sword, is also added to the total. So a grand total of 5 damage is being shown on the minion. Now it's time to lock in your turn. Press play to commit to this attack and hit the minion. Pop. Both monsters and caretakers have stamina. When a monster's stamina reaches 0, you've won. When your caretaker's stamina reaches 0, the venture ends and you'll lose a percentage of your loot. Monsters also have an attack base. If they win the trick, the same card comparison as before plays out, and the caretaker takes damage. Pop. It seemed the minion would set the flavor magic and the value I need to overcome. If my flavor magic matched the monsters and had a higher value, I'd attack. If my magic was weaker, I would be attacked. However, as long as I matched the flavor, I could block some of the damage of the attack. Let's see what else this flavor magic can do. This minion seems to be up to something. It played a Bitter 2 card. Lucky for you, just like at Mice and Place, flavors in combat can be balanced and enhanced. In this case, you'll be balancing the monster's flavor card. On a monster's card, the balancing flavors icon is shown at the top right. Bitter is balanced by Umami, and you have plenty of Umami cards. You can also see which card will balance the monster's card by looking at your hand. Your balancing cards will be jumping with magical power. You can also access the flavor wheel in combat to review how flavors balance and enhance one another. This time, instead of matching the monster's flavor, we'll play its balancing flavor. Let's begin the Bitter 2 card by playing the Umami 4 card again. When a monster's card is balanced, its value is cut in half. In this case, it cuts the Bitter 2 down to a Bitter 1, leading to greater damage. Okay, so it's kind of like, you know, Pokemon rules, but with flavors. I like that. Just like Mice in Place, the relationship goes both ways. An Umami card balances a Bitter card, and a Bitter card balances an Umami card. However, you don't have to worry about your cards getting balanced. Since monsters lead the rounds, only their cards can be balanced in combat. Now, play your Umami 4 to finish this fight in one hit. Bop! Okay. The monster sets the flavor of the fight, and it's up to me to pick a card that matches or balances the monster's flavor. My magic is stronger, I attack. So I will look for one of those two flavors in my hand each time I encounter a battle. Balancing a monster's magic cuts their value in half, giving me a great advantage. Oh, another one. This minion has a card equal to the highest value card in your deck. However, you can tackle this problem by enhancing your card. Start by playing the Umami 4. The bottom left corner of a caretaker's card shows the enhancing flavor. Following the same rules as Mice in Place, enhancing both goes both ways. In this case, Umami is enhanced by Sour, and Sour is enhanced by Umami. By enhancing combines the value of two played cards, helping you outscore the big cards played by more powerful monsters. After you play your main card, you will have the chance to enhance it. Cards that will enhance the main card will bounce with excitement. And don't forget, you can view the flavor wheel at any time. Now, enhance the Umami 4 with a Sour 3 to really send this minion packing. Congrats on being number 1, Lemongitis, and welcome on in. So we gotta do this. Pop. Interesting timing to join us today, cause we just did like most of the cooking stuff. Now we're moving on to the combat portion of this game. And then I found what I've been looking for. Spinoot tails. I knew they were out here somewhere, but usually the Spinoots are in the same place as where they drop their tails. I didn't see any around. I decided to grab the tail to investigate. Oh, we're doing a minigame. Oh, we're doing a minigame. Oh. Yes, oh. Oh no, this is very dry. They're distressed. They'll head to the wettest area they can find. Okay, water. Water. Where could they go? The streaming kelp trees. That would be the safest and wettest place to hide out. And then I saw some weeds dancing through the mud. They were traveling in packs now. Look out, 2 minions are here for this encounter. You will play 1 card to fight both monsters, as you can only cast 1 spell per round. Your card will play against each monster independently. It will fight against the nearest monster first and then the farthest second. With 2 monsters, there will be some rounds where you'll be able to attack both monsters with 1 card. And there will be others where it will be impossible to beat both with 1 card. In those instances, you must decide which monster to take damage from. In this case, you can beat both by playing the higher value Umami card. Okay. I think I understand. I bet I can balance one monster's magic and match the others. You can view your cards at any time here. You'll see the remaining cards in your deck, your discard pile, and the loot you have won so far. If you don't have the cards you need in your hand, you can always use fill hand to draw back up to 5 cards or discard to get a whole new hand. Just be careful, refreshing a caretaker's magic is tiring. Refilling costs -1 stamina while discarding costs -2. That's everything you need to know about combat for now. It may feel like a lot to learn, but you'll get the hang of it after a few battles. Now finish this fight. Yeah, it is a lot. It is quite a lot to just take in. But they're being very thorough with like the tutorial of this, which is appreciated. See, I thought they would just like combine like the monsters cards all together and then you have to beat it. But that might be tricky. Would you look at that? I just needed to focus on how I can be stronger than my enemy. Using the balancing flavors to the monster's magic will help me cut their value in half. I can also improve my primary flavor by playing its enhancing flavor alongside it, boosting the value of my own magic. When faced with 2 different flavors from the monsters, I need to pick my battles, so they say. Next, I will play Pot of Greed, which will allow me to draw 2 more cards. And soon enough, I found Flambe's rest stop, and the pyre she would be sleeping during her journeys. I figured it was a good place for her to rest. It would be one for me too. I lit her pyre and set up my tent. I would be able to start my next venture from here as I explored the marshlands. I tried to sleep, but I was too much excited. So much had changed. I rushed back to Palapori and well, here we are, a successful venture complete. A new ingredient to try. With the pyre now lit, I could start my journey from here in the future. Interesting. We got a little bit of a little bit of a card game in here. I still can't believe it, Chef. I've eaten hundreds of meals in my lifetime and I've never had magic like that. What are you putting in your food? I really didn't do anything Travers and I hadn't done before. I suppose I made a special meal for you, but I didn't do anything different. I just cooked it up over our fire. About that. Your fire seemed a bit, well, flambe-like. Oh. It's okay, Ponko. Oshi. Good to properly meet you. I must apologize for not introducing myself earlier. You're alive. I thought it was you back at the restaurant, but I wasn't quite sure. But then when I had all this flavor magic, I just knew. You're not mad? We all make hard choices. Something brought us both here. It seems like we're to work together. Maybe you're not ready to go back out there, but I am. And it seems like you can send your magic with me. Oh. I brought you back some of those minions I fought. Even if they were monsters, they shouldn't go to waste. I can't help but to wonder what they taste like. Do you think I'd get some kind of new magic? They seem to be able to grow, so maybe I can too. That's a great idea. Monsters seem to be gaining magic from the flavor spirits they're consuming. Maybe we can channel that magic into you through our cooking. Let's head to the restaurant before bed. We need to study how to cook with Minion before we can add these tales to a dish. Ooh, sorry. I'm going to hang out here for a minute and try to figure out where I'm going to rest tonight. Bull said she'd help me find a place to sleep. See you tomorrow, little chef. I think I like the book better. What can I get for you, Ponko? Nothing for me tonight, thank you. There is quite a bit packed into this demo. This is only the first day, too. Oh yeah, I gotta catch a fish. All this, like, reading of the tutorials are drying out my throat already. I need to hydrate. Delicious. Do we not have nighttime bait? No? Okay. Like this. This will do. It's on the edge, it counts. It counts. I missed. No, oh no, that ate my bait. Yeah, this looks pretty promising, honestly. I'm very eager to see how the rest of this game will play out beyond the demo. But first I gotta see how much of the demo encompasses the game. There's like a little sand castle down here, that's kind of cute. Very orbular looking barrels though. I gotta wonder, is there controller support for this? Let me try something. Yep, there is. Honestly, this feels better on controller. For a game like this, I don't mind using the controller, but if this was a more action-y game, like, that's where I start using the mouse and keyboards. Okay. Oh, I could saute them. Try sauteing the minion meat. I think I can cook this here. That worked! Minion is a bit chewy, but it has some real nice umami flavor. Kinda like a meaty mushroom. with some herbs already built in. I could probably make a new recipe based out of this for Oshi. I should write up a new recipe card. Panko has learned to use minion meat. Many monster ingredients will require Panko to study how to use them by practicing their technique. Each time you successfully learn how to cook a new ingredient, you'll earn chef experience. You'll also gain chef experience by completing quests, building relationships, serving patrons, and more. As you earn chef experience, you will unlock chef points, which are used to unlock new recipes for Panko. You've now earned your first chef point. Use the recipe box in the restaurant to spend it. Delicious in dungeon. I gotta snooze the ads again, hold on. There we go. Trevor's always told me to put any new recipe ideas in here. I never felt ready before, but sauteing with that minion meat gave me an idea. The recipe box is where Panko learns new recipe bases for caretakers and patron meals to serve to the townsfolk. The box will open when you have a chef point ready to use. Recipe bases allow Panko to start the nice in place board with a new configuration. Bases are paired with starting cards and have a square icon. Look for bases that build towards the decks and abilities you want. Many bases have effects they unlock. Patron meals will help Panko earn more money and help unlock future upgrades. Look for the round icons and those that unlock appeal in customers. Okay. Alright, I see. I thought I had to go to one of the locked ones and then unlock it. A new spin on a classic, now with monster meat. It will not give you the runs. I promise. Did you hear the gate open last night? Go to bed. Prepare the oven at Thea's shop. So it does give you like different avenues of like how to earn like ingredients and whatnot. So like you got the combat, you can home grow it in your little garden. You can buy and trade for it too. So it's not just strictly just farming, it's just... It is also just a combination of all these different things. You made all of this on your own? It's so impressive. Why, thank you. I really do feel as if I've come into my own here. So I had this idea. As I keep adventuring deeper into the wilds, I'm not sure if I'll have the stamina to reach a camp. I need a way to ask for help. Yes. Some kind of call so we know you need a pickup. And then one of us crows could come swoop you up in our strong talons and carry you back here like a baby. Exactly. What you need is a call bell. You know what? Give me 1 second. Aha! It is done. Such a great idea deserves to be brought to life. Please take this with you on your next venture. If you want to leave, just give it a ring. Ooh, I love it. Gonna tuck this right in by the softest moss to keep it safe. Many thanks. I'll be in the garden if you need me. Oh, you got no shoes. Oshi, you have no shoes. You know the saying. No shirt. No shoes. No shrimp. I still can't believe it. We gave Oshi some of my magic through my flame and your food. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. You don't seem excited. Well, it's just like everything is changing. I was happy being a sous chef. Now Travers is gone, a random caretaker showed up. I had to cook minion meat. Whatever that is, and like, everything is just not the same. Wait. Did Oshi move into my garden? I live here now. That wasn't there before? No! I gotta talk to him. I live here now. Already got a squatter. Day 2 is just get some random moss creature to live in my backyard. Morning, chef. I hope you don't mind, but I set up a little animal study zone in the garden. It makes me feel at home. Speaking of home, that restaurant I found yesterday will be our new camp. I'll start today's venture from there, so I can explore more of the marshlands. So it seems like you're here for the long haul? Absolutely. I'm a caretaker, and this problem has not been taken care of, so back out I go today. Also, this rock desk I brought is really heavy and I don't want to move it again. You were well chosen as a caretaker. You're welcome to use my rest stops to set up camps all throughout the wilds. There should be another out there that will unlock the deeper regions of the marshlands. Wonderful. We can set up a camp at each rest stop we find. I'll be on the lookout for that one. And while I know we need to deal with the remnant, I need to find the spinoots in this region. We have to protect our native creatures if we hope to keep the flavor spirits happy and healthy. We should be able to give them a safe hideaway here in Palapori. I just have to find them and talk to them. I'll see you later at the restaurant. I already know what I want too, some of that minion we got yesterday. We shouldn't let it go to waste. Every day Palapori has 3 phases: prep, morning, restaurant open, afternoon, and venture, recap, night. The dial on the top left will show you which phase you're in and what's next. Each morning you can prepare your day and your diners. Visit your garden to tend to your plants and creatures. Take a moment to check in with the townsfolk to see if you can buy new equipment or decorations for your garden, and restaurants to unlock useful bonuses and upgrades. Sorry. You can prep as much as you want to. If you only want a specific ingredient, you can focus on that and ignore the rest. Every day a caretaker will make a reservation at the restaurant to prepare for their venture. Oshi has made a reservation for today. As you progress, you'll unlock additional caretakers. If you'd like someone else to go on a venture that night, you can talk to another caretaker and change the reservation. When you're ready to open for the day, head into the restaurant and set the menu. Once you've fed your caretaker and closed the restaurant, you'll be in the night phase of the game. The caretaker you fed will be waiting for you at the tea house to tell you their tale. Note, if you see the tea icon on a quest, that means the objective must be completed during a venture. After you've helped a caretaker the caretaker with their venture and completed your chosen nighttime activities, it's time for bed. Moon will appear over the teacup in the dial, letting you know it's time for bed. You can take your time going to bed and take care of anything you want in town first. Return to Ponko's house near the garden to go to bed and start the next day. Oh. There is a lot in this demo, which is appreciated. Got worms everywhere. What's this? Missing page, a loose book page. Maybe Tarek will know more. Still all set for my reservation today? Yes. Great. See you there. I have a feeling we might get more characters to play during like the venture parts. Something tells me we'll get more caretakers. But even if that's not the case, I mean, just having Oshi is also good too, but I imagine like if they're gonna do more like regions outside of the marshlands, then I'd imagine there's gonna be like a separate caretaker for each of those regions, which would make sense. Hey, Ponko. Aka, it's good to see you. What brings you back here? Oh, you know, this, that. In a big flash of light that burst forth from the marshlands, the feathers on the back of my neck stood up so high I looked like a cockatoo. I'm not one to ignore those signs, so I took to the skies and come back to check on my big sis. You didn't happen to catch a glimpse of Travers, did you? I didn't. But I wasn't looking either. I heard he's missing? Yeah. Oshi is going to help look for him when he goes on his ventures. Ah, yes. That umami caretaker. Sis told me you had one in town, and then she assigned me a job. She never rests. I'm to pick up this Oshi if he ever rings the call bell from the wilds. Oh, that's great. Are you sure you're strong enough? Of course I am. I can't believe you would ask something so offensive. And I'll even bring back as many of his findings with me as I can. Though probably not everything. But speak with me later and I'll see if I can track down any dropped items in the wilds to help you out too. I should probably stretch. See you later. You got some heavy lifting to do. But then again, like, Oshi's just like made of like moss and whatnot, so maybe much lighter than he appears. Okay. Back to the Spaniards. That's during nighttime. I still gotta talk to you about repairing the oven. Also you, because apparently I found a book page. Ah, would you look at that? You found one of my lost pages. This one is from The History of Watching Water Boil. A personal favorite. It goes right next to my paint drying guide. I lost a couple more pages in the wind yesterday. Do you mind keeping an eye out as you wander about town? Sometimes it can take a day or two for them to come fluttering down from the sky and find a place to rest. Okay, I need iron ore, but I'm not even sure how that's going to be possible. Something tells me I can't, in the demo, I'm not going to be able to actually repair the oven. That might be full game stuff. I'm the fastest kid in town. Good for you, kid. Okay. Let's see. There's nothing else I can do, so I might as well just... Well, I could probably get a few fish. Maybe some of these too. Personally, I don't mind when a game kind of goes pretty heavy-handed on like the tutorial stuff like at the beginning. But it just depends on like how many like different systems you got going on in your game. Like this seems like quite a lot to like take in. And I'm always like a more like show don't tell type of person, where you have to give your players like a chance to like play out the tutorial and learn along the way, which I'm glad that they did with like the combat and everything. So I'd give this a probably like, I'd give it a B in terms of that. It's just, you know, it's so a lot, especially to read out loud. That's just a personal gripe. And it also looks like there's no like actual like live timer for like daytime, nighttime, and whatnot. So it's kind of like Amber Island, where if you move on to a next area, the day progresses. Or if you know, open your shop and everything, then you know that causes the day to progress as well, which I appreciate. Rainbow fish. Okay, wait, I gotta feed my dinosaur chickens. I forgot to do that. Pet you. Pets you and pets you. I feel like getting bitten by one of these is probably not good. Give me an egg. Thank you. Egg. Wait, what happens if I feed you a glowworm? Do you eat these? Will your egg glow if I feed you this? Come on, stop walking away from me. Take this. No? Okay. So I do feel like most of the game is probably... I feel like I might end up spending most of the game in like the little combat theater. But I feel like it does balance itself out. Like you get a little bit of gardening, a little bit of you know, actually running the restaurant. Okay. What looks good today? Me. I look good. Still can't do the flavor of the day. Actually, hold on. Have I not? Let's see what I can come up with. Okay, I have the recipe unlocked, but it looks like I can't add it yet. Oh, I don't even have the ingredients for it. I just spent it all for research. Okay. Okay. What do we got here? This time I'm ready for these. There he goes again, shooting hoops in the kitchen. What kind of fucking restaurant is this? He's really struggling with that pan. I do kind of wish that instead of a timer, it's just based on how much friction like each cube gets. Perfect. Perfect. And depending on how well you prep everything, I guess that depends if how fast the timer expires. I could definitely see this being a little bit more hectic in later parts. Right. What would you like? I've been waiting all day to eat. I have to warn you, the minion is quite chewy. That's how you get the nutrients out? Did you learn anything else about it when you did your test cook? Lambai says minion tails have some extra magic in them. The ability to gain power when not in use. Oh, so it's kind of like a plant blossoming. It grows as it sits with me, and then I can use it when the time is right. Seems to be the case. Sounds like you and Flambe will have me prepped to make friends with the Spinoots. Okay. So the rice bowl will give him a blue and a 5. Smells like blue. It smells like bitter. Maybe a little bit salty. Let's see. That's strong. No shrimp for you. We could add a spinach green. Would that replace anything? Can I move this? No, I cannot. So these are locked in place. Got it. So enhance the bitter. But you like... You like green. You could have a shrimp. I'm guessing if I get like everything in like that little meter part, then you know, that's like the sweet spot. Egg. That will give you a +5. I think this is pretty good. Yeah. Was quite delicious. All right. So with that, ready to close the restaurant for the evening? Yes. Yes, we are. And then we can enjoy our little battle theater at the tea house, which is over here. Have I gone through that underside part? Over here? Is there anything back here? Ooh, cooking station unavailable. So there's stuff in here too. There's stuff everywhere. Alright. Again, I'm not really committing to like scavenging a lot. I'm kind of just doing the bare minimum. Because, you know, demo. And I also don't know how much of this is going to carry over to the full game. Because you know how like demos do that sometimes, where it's just like, oh yeah, you can continue where you left off in the demo. But not all demos do that. It was quite the adventure today. I hear all about it. And so... I set out again. My sights set on the deeper regions of the marshlands. I would have chosen a path for what mattered the most to me that day. Let's see, we could be spicy and go for against 2 monsters or do a single one. I don't know what any of these symbols mean, so let's take the middle path. Oh, we got salty in here. Wrong flavor. No. No matter what, I'm gonna be losing to Salty. Ouch. Halved. Alright, good. That works. Oh, that heals. Okay. I'll throw away a lower card. So they kind of just expect you to kind of really like diversify your deck, which is good, but we don't have that option right now. That should finish off the fight. There we go. Every time my model wigs out, it's because I'm taking a sip. Another one to bring back. To fill my pockets. Yep. I do like the artwork in this part too. It's really good. Oh, it's tied. Okay, so nothing happens when it's tied, even if you get like the attack bonus. The attack bonus only matters if you actually land the attack. You've got quite a bit of health. Wonder if Ponko would like this. Looks tasty. You look different. You're green. What is your green? How green are you? Ouch. I'd rather use smaller card. I am taking way too many hits. Oh, is the paper puppet getting more distorted as I take more damage? Amazing. It's all getting crinkled up. I really don't want to do another double fight. Oh wait, that's right. If it ties and nothing happens. I wonder, if you run out of cards, does it get shuffled back in, or are you kind of just SOL? Shoot. Yeah, I'm kind of SOL. There we go. I really need some healing. I hope that's a healing spot up there. Are we just chasing a little carrot fella? And then something unexpected happened. Oh, hello. I was hoping to see one of you. I know, Flambe is back at Palo Pori, and she gave me some of her magic through food. It's like you all are helping me from inside me? Yeah, but she's helping. So I'm just going to trust her. I can help. I'm making my way to the remnant so we can stop these invaders. You'll be safe soon. Oh, you want to give me some of your magic? Oh. I can add a shield to myself or to one of my bits of magic. Provide a shield to the I need that. Thank you for helping. Oh, a Flamato. I should grab it. Oh no, it became spicy. Wrong flavor. I'm gonna take so much damage from this. I'm kind of doomed. Yeah, no, this is not good. I need something sour to balance it out. Shoot. Well, no matter what, I'm screwed. Bop. Today's venture is cut short. I only got 3 pieces of meat. Don't worry about me. Oh, and some of this other stuff. Don't worry about me, Ponko. Tomorrow is a new day and we can get back at it. Honestly, I'm just excited I get to eat again. Thank you for playing the Beastro demo. We hope you enjoyed your time in Palapori and we can't wait to unlock the rest of the game for you. Please take a moment to wishlist Beastro as that helps us immensely. So yeah, that is Beastro. I I like it. I vibe with it. I was kind of like, at first, kind of expecting just to be like solely farming and running a restaurant, but no, there's a little bit of deck building in this too, which I appreciate. And I'll be looking forward to seeing this released.